The Wactor Vtuber agency is a talent agency that opened auditions in 2018 and was officially founded as a company in 2019. Originally, Wactor targeted the Chinese and Japanese markets before gaining a substantial audience of Spanish speakers in 2021. Wactor never successfully broke into the English market, so for those of us who speak mostly English, Wactor may be a new find. However, over the past 3 years, their management's activities have proven to be quite shady, from doxing talent to silently retiring them under questionable pretenses. Let's take a look at what Wactor has done over the past 3 years. The Wactor agency origins go back to the year 2018 when the agency first opened auditions for VTuber talent. 3 talents debuted. Hizuki Miyu and Iri Sumiya both debuted in October of that year, with Otogi Lilu joining in February of 2019. These 3 eventually group up to form the first Mirais group under Wactor. Eventually, an unnamed sister wave debuted throughout the months of October to November. This wave would consist of 4 members initially, with 1 joining later. These members were Komori Aina, Mashiro Yuyu, Mirhano Ryo, Tsukito Hana, and later Kokoro Ichiru. Initially, Wactor intended to focus solely on the Japanese and Chinese demographics. Some talents focused primarily on Bilibili instead of YouTube for this reason. However, starting in January and February 2021, Wactor talents shifted to also focus on the Spanish-speaking demographic as well, with several talents each posting videos in the Spanish language. This caused each Wactor talent to skyrocket in subs, and garnered a significant audience from the South American continent. In many ways, Wactor is to the Spanish-speaking demographic as Nijisanji and Hololive are to the English-speaking demographic, with the primary difference being that Wactor is considered a black company for reasons we are about to get into. In May of 2021, Wactor debuted their second generation of VTubers consisting of Misora Hina, Shino Laila, Hoshina Suzu, and Kurari Rose. Of these 4, the important member is Shino Laila, because in February 2022, the Wactor agency doxed Shino Laila. Originally debuting in May 2021, Shino Laila was a Thai VTuber capable of speaking 4 languages. Laila ended up being a massive hit for Wactor, reaching 100,000 subscribers by September of that year, only 5 months after her debut. 100,000 subscribers in only 5 months would be a dream for any YouTuber. However, in November 2021, Laila was suspended for breaking her contract with Wactor for an undisclosed reason. On March 2nd, 2022, Wactor announced that Shino Laila was being sued for her contract violation. In Wactor's announcement, Wactor revealed that the reason for Laila's termination was that she had streamed on a personal account as a VTuber. However, more importantly, Wactor revealed Laila's real name, an action which brought on a significant amount of criticism, and which has hurt Wactor's reputation immensely. Wactor also revealed Laila's private account, revealing her to be Eileen Noir. Interestingly, the announcement did not mention Laila's termination, leading some to believe that Wactor was attempting to keep her in indefinite suspension and tied by the contract, a tactic often used by abusive companies in Japan as an attempt to bully employees into quitting and therefore losing benefits such as severance pay. Laila, as Eileen, responded a month later on April 16th to Wactor's actions, stating that she had hired a lawyer to fight against Wactor, while also revealing that Wactor was not responding to any of her legal inquiries. Laila also revealed that her contract had been severed in March, so she was bound by the contract for 5 months without streaming. On February 15, 2023, Shino Laila posted an update on the lawsuit between herself and Wactor, or rather, the lack of lawsuits. Evidently, Wactor had never filed a lawsuit against Shino Laila, and Wactor still refuses to respond to Laila's legal inquiries. As bad as Shino's doxing was, it wasn't the only event that occurred around this time. Fellow Wactor member and Shino's genmate Kurari Rose was also forced out of the company in March 2021. On March 2nd, Wactor's official account, Maid-chan, posted an announcement that Kurari Rose had broken her contract and would be suspended immediately. Unlike the case with Shino Laila, no further information was given on how Kurari Rose had broken her contract, and the immediate response to the announcement on Twitter was largely negative. 1 month later, on a personal account, Kurari Rose announced that the contract had been terminated for creative differences, and that it was difficult to build a trust relationship with Wactor. She also claimed that she was unaware of any violation of her contract and that she was contacting a lawyer. Evidently, the contract between Wactor and Kurari Rose had also been terminated by the time Wactor's announcement on March 2nd had been posted, but Wactor had not mentioned this. In February of 2023, Kurari Rose, now under the name of Marun Morino, posted an update on the lawsuit between herself and Wactor. Unlike in the case of Shino Laila, Wactor did sue Kurari Rose. As of now, there's no further information on the lawsuit because the case is still in the process of being decided. However, it does exist. Wactor's actions in both doxing Shino Laila and shunting Kurari Rose out of the company solidified the company's poor reputation in the minds of fans. And it was around this point that many began to consider Wactor to be a black company, if they hadn't before. With Shino Laila and Kurari Rose out of the company, Wactor's active talent count dropped once again, and now is as good a time as any to point out that Wactor has serious problems holding onto talent. By the time that Shino Laila and Kurari Rose were terminated in spring 2021, Wactor had debuted 4 generations of talent for a total of 23 members. Shino Laila was the 10th talent to retire, with Kurari Rose being the 11th. Throughout 2022, 3 additional talents were retired: Hoshina Suzu, Sumeragi Pal, and Inumaki Himari, for a total of 6 talents lost throughout the year. To make up for the bleed in members, 4 additional waves debuted in 2022. Wactor's Gate Wave debuted in spring 2022, Gamers in July, Boys in October, and ES First Generation in November and December. At this point, only 4 of the 18 members who debuted before 2022 remain. It was in July 2022 that a Vtuber scouted for Wactor came forwards to reveal some information about the contract with Wactor. This individual was Mako Hanami. She revealed that the contract was quite constricting, evidently giving Wactor all her freedoms, as well as a legal agreement that the signee would be reported to the Japanese government if they did anything that hurt Wactor's reputation. The contract also stipulated that this report could cost the talent 5 million yen. However, evidently, Mako Hanami was not allowed to see the actual contract. Instead, Wactor management translated it into bad English for her, marking management handling of contracts very questionable. In January 2023, many Wactor fans were nervous that some of their favorite VTubers had gone missing. The 3 VTubers fans focused on primarily were Misora Hina, Luna Rurin, and Neon Kuroyuri, each of whom are currently on break from VTubing. Misora Hina has been on break for 2 months, supposedly for health reasons. However, some dedicated fans have found versions of Hina's old artwork posted on an Instagram account with a caption claiming that she's been cured, leading many to speculate that she's been retired from Wactor. Luna has also vanished for health reasons. Neon, meanwhile, streamed 1 week ago, but otherwise has also been missing for 3 weeks. On February 15th, there was an update on the situation with Misora Hina. Evidently, Misora Hina has been active under a new identity, Maika, confirming prior speculation that she had retired from Wactor. Evidently, her contract with Wactor had been severed on February 9th, a little more than a week ago. In many ways, the sudden disappearances of Hina, Luna, and Neon matched the sudden disappearances of earlier talents who were suspended, either for a breach of contract or for health reasons, and then later terminated from Wactor, often without Wactor announcing the termination of the contracts in the first place. In fact, the talent Leah from the 4th generation has been on hiatus since August 2022, again for health reasons. And it seems that once a Wactor talent goes on hiatus for any reason, they rarely come back, hence why Wactor fans are often on edge.